Thanks for tuning in to the next episode of the Paper Bag Club. With me, as always, is Aliyes Dell. I'm Richard Knox, and we have a special guest with us today, Mr. Cameron Dell. Cue the applause.
What's going on, guys? Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
It's been a long time.
Long time.
Since
It's
what?
been like a whole couple months.
Yeah.
It's like 6-7 months, something like that.
Shoot.
Well,
Really
you left
that long?
May 8th.
I left in May.
Oh,
May?
shoot.
June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Dang, 7 months. You can almost have a baby in that time.
Almost.
Almost.
Yeah, it's been a good minute, but very, very happy to be back.
So for those of you that don't know Cameron is Elias's cooler, much prettier brother. And he moved to Utah in May. And he was just tired of all of our BS. He goes, man, you guys are doing this podcast. It's really freaking weird. I can't be around it.
Yep.
So he got on a plane with like 2 shirts, and that was it. And then
I mean, pretty
said, see
much.
you guys, I can't be around this energy.
Yeah.
I mean, the math adds up. You guys started this after I left, and I
He
just
said 1 shirt, 2 shirt. Yep, that's the math.
And then we got 50 subscribers, and he's like, yo, I might want to hop on that train real quick, because, I mean, that's going...
It's like that train going to Hogwarts. Nothing but magical shit.
Hell
true. I can get a lot out of it.
So what's your favorite part about Utah so far?
Utah. Well, the first thing you will notice going into Utah is definitely the scenery, the mountains. Very, very beautiful. Whenever Elias came with Marley to go help me with that drive, like I said, it's nothing. You drive through these mountains the way we came in, and it's just mountains. And whenever he got there, it was all snow. So all the mountains were covered in snow. The mountaintops were covered in snow. They were white.
This was in May?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It was just cold around that
crazy.
time for whatever reason.
Also, the mountains are like the elevation. And
Oh,
stuff, so
true.
They
The
stay,
top of the
they stay
mountains.
cold.
Yeah, so
It
they're
wasn't
very
snowing
beautiful.
in Utah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But how soon did it start? It was like August, right? Maybe
Like
November?
whenever we first got snow?
Yeah.
August, that's like summer.
No, we got snow
Is it about July?
in I think towards the end of November.
Okay, I thought it
That
was
sounds
sooner.
way more right.
Yeah, we got
August,
snow around
September,
then.
October, November. Fuck you.
That's that math not adding up.
Yeah.
So yes, the mountains are oh man, they're so
Yeah,
beautiful.
it was great because like you walk outside and everywhere, no matter which way you turn, mountain after mountain. Here
Yeah.
it's like tree,
Tree, yeah.
water.
Yep.
Water.
Like-
I try not to take that for granted. Sometimes I always think about moving, and sometimes I always think about it. But, there's a lot of people who don't live near the water. They're
Yeah.
not used to the ocean or rivers or lakes or anything like that. And, where we live, it's just a cluster of a whole bunch of islands. So we have tons
Everywhere.
of rivers. We can go to the ocean. And, we have great scenery here. Even downtown, there's always a ton of boats. And I've had people visit, and they're like in awe, like, oh my God, this looks so pretty. And I'm like, this every day.
Yeah.
This is normal. What do you
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
But, then I could see you taking a big trip like to Utah where you see things that you're not used to, like
Right.
these mountains everywhere, and just being like, oh, what?
Yep.
This exists?
Yeah, kind of like Hawaii.
Yeah, I heard it's really nice there.
Yeah, we should go sometime.
We should.
I'd be down.
So okay, well we're going to Hawaii now, so tune in next week for our Hawaii episode.
We'll have lots of cool footage for you then to check it
Yeah,
out.
I was shy this trip, so I'm not on camera.
Yeah, well, also, Elias and Cameron and Elias' girlfriend Marley drove all the way to Utah from here. How long was that trip?
36 hours.
36 hours.
36 hours.
And y'all did it straight, right?
Yep.
Straight,
Just
no
switched off.
breaks.
Switched
And by no
drivers.
breaks, I mean just switch
Yeah.
drivers, no hotels.
If you had to,
Do it again, would I? Yes.
no, out of the three of you, give an MVP on the trip.
Oh,
Who would it
Marley.
be?
Marley. She drove like 21 hours?
25 in total,
That's right.
21 straight.
Yeah,
Straight.
21 straight.
Wow.
She drove
She-
through think 3 states.
If not 4, yeah.
Yeah.
I
She was
think the
wild.
most I've ever driven straight by myself, like actually driving, was 10 hours going to New Orleans.
Yeah, my max is 7.
I did
21.
And I don't drive like that.
Yeah, so from
know.
Georgia to Virginia Beach, that in total is 14 hours.
I think it's 11.
And it's 14. It's so
He's done it by himself,
He said, wait.
alone in a car.
No way.
It might be 12 actually, but I added 2 more hours for like traffic or whatever.
Okay, so
'cause
that doesn't count.
But so
I
let's say
gotcha.
it's like 12
It's
hours,
long.
right? So
Still, that's long.
yeah, I did pretty much that because like whenever I went to go visit
yeah,
Virginia,
yeah.
I was in Georgia. I came up here, stayed the night, didn't even really sleep, and then I was just too
Use my
excited.
electricity.
I was just too excited to get there, and so
Yeah.
I laid down
So
for like
fuck
30
it.
minutes, got back up, and just left.
I was like,
And
oh,
that's
and he made it. I said, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So-
good short distances. So yeah, she definitely got the MVP.
So like into town and back.
uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good about driving 5 minutes away.
Not go get
Really
some Subway
good.
or something. He's good at that.
Yeah, I'm real good at that. But I got the MVP for longest time sat in the same seat that trip. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I worked hard for it. I went
the
numb.
longest
Sitting in the same seat for the longest amount of time.
on that trip.
Yeah.
He sat in
Did
the
Cameron
back
move
seat.
seats?
No. Well, when I drove, he did.
Oh, when you drove. But what I'm saying is there was 21 hours
Mm-hmm.
where y'all were in the same seat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then when him and Marley switched, I stayed in that seat.
Oh, gotcha.
Heck yeah.
So how long were you in that seat?
27 hours. I bet my
I'm sure you had
imprint's
like
on the
it was
seat.
like
Yeah.
a solid butt rash or something. The imprint from your
Yeah.
jeans was there for 2 weeks.
So we've driven, and by say driven, I mean been in a car, because I didn't drive from California to Georgia, but I was in a car going that way.
But we also
yeah, I've
made
done
it
that
the whole
trip a couple times.
We made
Yeah.
it a whole like a whole thing to where like we would go to certain spots just to go
Yeah,
visit.
You know, when I did the trip, it was like there and then back. Like we didn't take cool stops, we didn't go sightseeing. And I told myself if I ever had to make that trip again, that I was making stops.
Mm-hmm.
Especially 'cause the one big one I want to that I know the way we went, we go through New Mexico. I want to go to Roswell. I
Yeah.
want to see some aliens.
Oh, yeah.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same. But the only
Aliens.
reason we did that was because our grandmother was actually a truck driver.
Hell yeah.
So she loves driving.
you
so,
go, Grams.
So,
So I'm like, grandma's driving? Hell yeah.
yeah, so that trip for us actually took
I'll drive
4
to
days,
China.
I think.
Yeah.
It was 4 days just because of extra stops and visiting places.
Yeah, I
and
think
stuff
when
like
I
that.
went, when we moved out there, was from here to Houston, Texas, which I think is 14 hours. Then from Houston, we went to somewhere in New Mexico, and then New Mexico to San Diego.
Yeah.
So we made it 3 days, or well, 3 days worth of driving, which, you know, I'm like, oh, I would love to do that and go see all these sites. But the other part of me is like, it's going to be dreadful.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
It's like I just drove 10 hours to see this site. I'm going to sleep.
Well, I never felt that way about going to New Orleans. You know,
Yeah.
I'm always that drive now doesn't seem so bad, but you know, because I know what the end game is. I know
Yeah.
where we're going. I know what we're doing. I know I'm going to have a freaking blast.
Yeah,
so
whatever
I'm just,
it
like,
takes.
looking forward to that. So I'm sure. Well, again, all the way across the country can take
Yeah.
a toll.
I'm like, it was long. It was fun. When we move out there, we're driving again because we have all our stuff. But we're going to make it like a 4-day trip where we're going to see a couple of things, not a bunch, because I think the U-hauling lasts for a week or something.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to make
Jeez,
it.
You can definitely make it there before a week.
Yeah, we're gonna
take your
make it
time.
longer than 2-day trip, whatever. We made it in 36 hours, day and a half, but not like a full on like week.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'd want to do that. Like people that live in
Yeah.
campers or
RV
you know,
life.
RVs. Maybe an RV would be different, you know, because they got the bed and
depending
everything in
how
there.
how it is. Yeah.
But
how much they invested into it.
But the whole
There's some
point,
nice
the whole
ones.
point of getting an RV or camper is to drive around,
Right.
And that would be the worst part for me. Like, we can't hire a chauffeur.
That's a big
real.
ass car too.
You drive the tour bus. I'm sleeping in the cot.
Yep.
And then is that legal? Do you when you're driving an RV, does everyone else have to sit down with the seatbelt on?
I don't think so.
No, I mean every movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're up around doing
Yeah,
stuff.
doing
They're like,
stuff.
this is my home.
I don't
So, I mean,
think
like-
a lot of those seats even have seatbelts in
Yeah,
them.
probably not. Just like
besides
the
the,
front people.
passenger and the driver's seat.
Yeah, that'd be like you know how the whole monster truck craze, RV, just ramming each other, full
Going
people.
over the giant
yeah.
dirt mounds.
Yikes!
They wouldn't last.
No.
No.
That'd be fun to watch though.
They wouldn't last 2 seconds. They don't have the suspension or the tires or anything. Could you imagine
They'd get stuck.
lifting?
Yo, it'd go
just-
like this, right? So you'd have the two mounds. They'd get stuck like this in between both mounds. That'd be it.
Or
they wouldn't
as
even
soon as
make
you're
it.
going up, right, the whole top half breaks off and the bottom shoots off.
I just want to see 2 RVs full of people crash.
What?
Have y'all ever seen Anchorman 2?
Yes.
I
There
completely
you
forgot
go.
all about that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
One of the best parts of the movie.
That was a good
Oh,
one.
dude, that
The-
slow-mo
the-
scene was like 10
What was it?
minutes
The
long.
spider or whatever.
Yeah.
Just solid.
Great movie.
Yeah. Shout out Will Ferrell. He has his own podcast.
And Paul Rudd.
We'll get him. And Paul Rudd. And
Everyone else in the movie.
Freaking Office. Michael.
Steve Carell.
There it is. Steve Carell.
Yeah.
He has his own podcast?
No,
No.
he said
Oh.
Anchorman.
Oh, I was about to say, because one of you guys said
Yeah.
that one of the
Well,
Will Ferrell has a podcast?
Yeah.
Yes, he has a podcast.
Okay, I thought you were
and
just
then,
naming off people.
Do you know
that
what it's
have
called?
podcasts.
the Ron Burgundy podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
is he Ron Burgundy
yeah,
in it?
Yeah, he picked it back up.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
nice.
I listened to like 3 episodes. It's really good. But I know that I heard that Pam and Angela are starting their own Office podcast.
Oh yeah, where they're watching
Yeah.
the Office,
The opera.
and the opera. No, the Office. Yeah, that would be pretty cool too. I would like to see. Not that I don't like Pam or Angela, but maybe a little more iconic. Like if Steve Carell was in it and Jim,
Oh,
or Jim and Dwight.
or Jim and Dwight.
Yeah, that'd be solid too.
I definitely watch
Got
that.
'em. That's the thumbnail.
That's the thumbnail.
All right. What else? Cookies. You like cookies?
What the fuck? So you asked earlier, and we got sidetracked about what was it?
Your favorite thing in Utah? Was that something I asked?
You kind of said the scenery, but I feel like there's more to
yeah.
it.
So definitely the scenery.
And the ladies.
And also, Utah is really weird in terms of how like close these cities are and stuff, and it's something that I've never experienced myself. So it's like you literally can drive like 5 minutes and you're already in another city. Five other minutes and you're
Does that
technically
count
in
as a
another.
city?
Yeah.
I guess we got Port
weird.
Royal here, you know.
Yeah, because I know it's like different towns here, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure that.
Well, I mean, there's a
distinction
city
between
of Port Royal, there's a city
town
of
and-
Beaufort, and they're
yeah.
10 minutes apart.
and then
So
there's, like,
it's
Burton
really
and Helena.
weird, but everything is connected by like one interstate and like one highway. So it's really weird how close everything is and how everything kind of replicates itself. Like
So did we
restaurants.
just pass this city? No, it's the
Yeah.
same
So,
one.
yo, that's like the 5th In-N-Out. We can play In-N-Out Punch Buggy.
So like restaurants. So Jaden told me this about Cafe Rio, I think it
Yes.
is. So a husband and wife started that company, and apparently they got divorced, and then the wife went and made her own company, which is basically the same exact restaurant,
Yikes, different name.
different name. You got Cafe Rio and then Costa Vida. Literally the same thing. You have that,
That's funny.
and then you have
That's a petty I live to be at some,
For real,
some
right?
point in my life. I'm getting divorced. Like, yeah, you can have the restaurant.
but I'm gonna have it too. Yo.
so they have that. They have Rancheritos and Betos, and then
So it's just nothing but Mexican food in Mormon
there's
City?
a lot of Mexican places there,
And then In-N-Out.
And then in and out.
and in and out.
Burgers or tacos? Which one you want?
That's
Pretty
it.
much.
Yeah, good stuff.
So yeah, that was definitely getting. It was really weird just getting used to that place,
Yeah, when we were there, the
It's like a
interstate's
culture
fucking
shock.
wild.
Culture shock.
especially
That's
the roads and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Because
they're
like
hella
so their roads go by like east, west, south, and like north and stuff, and they have like these huge ass numbers.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
it
a
is.
road that goes south and east
Yeah.
and west and
No,
north.
like only omnidirectional. Like we only believe in north, northeast, and south,
Southwest.
West.
No, but here you're like, oh, 1200 Boundary Street. There it's like, hey, where do you live at? Oh, I'm at 527 West and 1006 East.
Okay,
that's
well, I
an
mean, that's
address.
like, yeah, that's like, you know, living in a city.
No.
What city? Can you give an example?
Yeah, where do you live at? I
New
live
York.
At, what's an address
Is
in
that-
New York?
Is that how
What,
their
like
streets are?
37th and 16 in the Bronx. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
true.
what do you
Okay,
mean?
Gotcha. Yeah.
No.
Even in Port Royal.
But like that's all of
they literally
Utah.
have First Street, Second Street, Third Street, 11th Street, and then they're like perpendicular
if
with
I
other
asked you
streets, and they're like,
your
I live on the
address-
corner of 13th and
Yeah, but
Boulevard.
okay.
They have a
whatever.
number. There's
So
probably
you-
like 337 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
So you take New
on
York.
First and Second Street.
So you take New York and you expand it like
No.
10 times more,
Okay,
and that's
I don't
literally
think you
all of
can.
Utah.
No.
New York.
No. The street wouldn't be called on First Street, and the street also be called Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Exactly.
That's the name of the street. Is First Street.
Yes.
The street's called 32nd Street. You see
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
think you get it.
I don't think you understand it. You said I live on First and Third on Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Well,
No,
I
those
mean-
are street names. That was 3 street names.
I live in the center of all three. It's like a weird intersection across. Well, I'll show you later.
That's 3 streets where they live in.
Uh-huh.
Where they live here.
One of my better friends, better than you. He
Oh.
he lived in a
That shit
house.
had hurt.
He lived in a house where half the house was on one street and the other half was on another street.
Yeah.
So that's 2 streets.
No, that's 3.
How's that 3? You said one half on one and one half on the other. Where's the third one come into play?
The other street that they're on.
Okay.
Okay, so here's a triangle.
No,
He lives in the middle of a triangle.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Oh, it's a pyramid scheme, bro.
Yeah, so we missed last week's episode because it was an extremely busy week.
Yeah, you know, the holidays are coming up, and we all have lives that we
Kind
attend
of.
to.
Believe it or not.
No, this is our life, so it was really tough missing an episode.
Yeah, they're like,
Really
yo,
was.
where's the episode at? I'm like, there's not one this week.
It was like, give us some time.
Yeah, like,
we're gonna
all
have
our
a
fans.
big Christmas special, guys, and you would love to see who our guest is gonna be.
Yeah,
And somebody might be
It's
back.
not Santa.
And it's not this guy.
I thought you promised.
Unless, well, he didn't get back to us.
He's got a lot of letters right now. Okay,
Yeah, it
it's
probably
hard
got-
to
he
just
got
pick
lost in
through.
transit.
Does he
But
have
we did
a-
invite him to come on to the show.
Does he have elf slaves to read all his letters for him, though?
Oh,
I mean, I got this little
Don't
elf
ruin this.
beanie right there, so basically, I mean, we can get Will Ferrell to double back as the elf.
True. We're gonna have Ron Burgundy on as a guest, dressed up as Santa,
So
I would love that.
dressed up as Elf, dressed up as Santa,
half and half.
half and half,
And half.
and half. All three. Lives
Ron
on all
Santa
three.
Elf?
Yep.
Santa Ron Elf?
Ron
Buddy
Elf
the Santa Burgundy.
That's the
There we
one.
go.
Yeah. So, what else has been going on?
Lots of things that we'll get
True.
into in another episode.
Yeah, this one's kind of
but
just shorter.
True.
Yeah, Cameron's visiting for my mom's graduation.
Whoop whoop. Go Netta.
Whoop whoop. Shout out, Mom. And he's leaving. He's supposed to leave today.
Yeah.
I was supposed to leave today.
Let's talk
And I
about
keep
that.
wanting to say that he missed his flight, but it got canceled.
I got canceled,
I
unfortunately.
missed my flight.
He missed his flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was curious about that. We'll talk about it later. Yeah, he's supposed to leave today. Let's talk about that.
So, yeah, I
They
was
said
supposed to
they
leave
don't want
today.
flight go boom boom.
I mean, pretty much, I guess,
Did
in
they
a way.
give you an explanation?
Yeah, so I was chilling on
Oh.
Richard's couch, just, waiting to leave at 2 o'clock.
That's the name of my couch, by the way.
And
Yes.
and and I get a text message and it's like, yeah, your flight to Houston has been canceled. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why? And it said something about like air traffic control conditions or something like that.
Oh.
Not entirely sure what that entitles or means,
Boom,
but
I
boom.
feel like weather conditions, just like high
they would
rain.
say weather conditions, not air traffic control conditions. That's like,
Maybe they didn't have enough people to do the shiny
yeah,
cones.
they were like, "Yo, I'm calling out. I'm sick today." So
I mean,
the condition of our air traffic controllers,
Yeah.
or they need to be recharged.
we ran out of one of those lights, so we were just
It's just one. What do we do?
fucking crashing and everything.
I think he's saying go west.
So yeah, that was unfortunate. But the good thing is I got my flight rebooked, and I'll be leaving out tomorrow.
Yeah, how fortunate.
7 in the morning.
On my
At
day
the
off,
airport, almost an hour away.
on my first day off in 3 weeks.
What? You just went down to Georgia?
That wasn't a day off. I was busy.
Oh, okay.
Day off from everyone and everything.
Okay.
That's what my
That's
day
fair enough.
yesterday was supposed to be like, but then I missed my flight.
How'd that happen?
You know, it was really early in the morning, and
Time change.
you sure? I had to be up at like 3:30 in the morning to catch this flight, and that was just not in the cards.
No, that's rough.
And,
that's like worse than
and
Miami.
my brother lives 10 minutes away from the airport.
Yeah.
Still had to be up that
You
early.
could have hillied over there.
Probably.
True.
Yo, I saw a kid with hillies the other day. I said, "Yo, I'm about to get some hillies."
I didn't know those still existed.
Yes.
Do they make adults sizes?
I don't think they're still in production, but I think they're. In
I think you
the
can
wild.
special order.
In the wild.
Yeah, it's like
Used
hunting
pair
a
of
pup.
Heelys, $3,000, missing the soles.
I said, "Fuck it," or I just customize it. Then here's my trick: I'm gonna Healy onto my one wheel.
I'd love.
If
to
anybody
record
could do
that.
it, it'd be you.
Yep.
If anybody could do it first try and bust their ass, that'd be you.
Also true.
And
I'm
then
still
go back
waiting
up
to
and do
see
it
you
again.
bust your ass.
Hasn't happened.
Well,
Not
you know,
since I
when you
first
brought
got
it over to my house that one time, you ran it straight
I
to my
didn't bust my
entertainment
ass.
center.
I bust your entertainment center.
I was
think I
scared
got a
everything was
Snapchat
gonna
of that
break.
actually.
I thought
swear got
everything
a
was gonna
video.
break.
Oh,
My
yeah.
entertainment center's made of like glass shelving, and then he like palmed into my TV,
I was
and the
waiting
thing
for
ran
it
into
just to
the
shatter
shelf.
in the middle.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
And everything was fine.
I've fallen off twice that I hurt myself.
Uh-huh.
Right, like actually sustained some damage of some sort.
There you go.
But I haven't fallen seriously since then. And every now and again I will slip. But the first time I did it was, so Marley kept telling me, no, you can't buy it. She said, you don't ride your ripstick, you're not going to ride one wheel. I said, bet. So I got it. And then they have to like custom make them.
Yeah.
Like different paint jobs, different whatever.
It'd
So
be
they're, like,
crazy to make them in bulk.
Yeah, because they were pretty expensive. So once you place your order, that's when they start making it. And you can customize the colors a little bit and accessories. And so I got it, and they told me it'd be like 2 weeks. Or no, they said it would be 1 week. So a week goes by. I'm like, hell yeah, it's coming in today. And then I get an email that says, we have started your order. I said, no. And then it's like, it'll be ready in 3 weeks. I was like, you're joking. I'd have to wait a month for this shit.
It's going to take us 1 week to start.
I would have done that like a month ago.
Paperwork alone is a 1 week.
Yeah, that shit was a little frustrating. So then I get a email, and it's one of those things where you have to sign for it because it's kind of more pricey.
Yeah.
Right.
And I had the whole day off. I'm waiting for it. And then, oh wait, no, it wasn't my day off. I think it was the day before. I got off work at like 3 or 4.
Yeah, because I think Marley brought it in.
No, that was a different one. I got off at 3 or 4, and they came at like 2:50.
Damn.
Right, so I get home and there's a note saying, "Hey, we missed you. We'll come back tomorrow. If you're not here tomorrow, you have to come get it at the office or whatever." I was like, "Can I just pick it up now?" That wasn't an option, I guess. So the next day, I waited, and I had the day off, so I was like, make sure I stay home. That way I didn't miss it again because I was super excited to get it. And they said between like 9 and 5, the bitch came at 7. I was super mad, but also the night before, me and Marley went to go to Walmart to get groceries, and my ripstick was actually in her trunk. And I said, "Hey, remember when you said I can get a 1-wheel if I wrap my ripstick?" She said, "Yeah." I said, and I rode in the park, and I said, "Okay, cool. I guess I'm getting one." Came in the next day, but I knew it was coming the next day, right? So then I said, "Hey, can you sit on the table? We need to talk." And she goes, "Oh no." I said, "Just close your eyes." And then I hear a knock on the door. I said, "I'll be right back." I'm like jumping up and down, so fucking happy for this thing. And then I get it, and as I'm walking in the door, she goes, "That better not be a fucking 1-wheel." I said, "I love you so much."
Insert 1-wheel clip here.
And then, so generally with the 1-wheel, you don't want to ride it in rain. Biggest reason for that is the power charging area and the power port.
It's just open.
Yes,
There's
they're
no cap.
open. So
That's crazy.
Which they sell it, but it's separate. So I was like, "Fuck that."
That's crazy too. They said,
Yeah.
haha, guess what?
It's like an Apple move right there. What the hell?
I mean, it's up there, proprietary. Now, some people just put tape on it. Works fine. I haven't done that. But I was so excited to get that I didn't want to wait for the next day where it wasn't raining. So I unboxed it. You know, she was pissed. It was hilarious. Go outside in the rain. First time. Now, I didn't read the manual, obviously. I just got on it. Because last time I rode it was Shane's. Shane's. Yes. Went out. Graduation.
Yep.
Or prom pictures. And I went out there and first try. Did it. Fine. No problem. No problem at all.
No
So I said,
problem.
yeah, no problem. So I said, you know what? I'm good. I'm going to go ride this. It's in the rain. It's whatever. It should be fine. And then I go to ride it. And then on the 1-wheel, there's something called pushback, which I think both of you are somewhat familiar with.
Right.
But for those viewers at home, I'll tell you. The 1-wheel works on a balance system where if you are too far forward or too far back, it'll create a... Generally, mostly when you're going forward because it's an accelerating trigger. It's like a balance mechanism in the 1-wheel that will automatically realign you and pull you back a little bit. That way you don't over accelerate and crash. And I didn't know what this was, so I'm leaning forward trying to gain speed, and then it's kind of pulling me back. I'm like, no, I don't want to slow down. So I kept going, and at that moment, the what did I say it was? I forgot what I called it.
The accelerator?
No,
the balancing mechanism.
Yeah, whatever that word was. The pushback. The pushback. If you push past that barrier, it just turns off. So I'm going maybe 10 down a wet alley in the parking lot right here. And I'm going, and then it just goes stop, and then I fly off of it. Now, I didn't know what was happening at the time. I was like, what the fuck just happened? But I jump off of it, and I take 2 big steps. Like, I landed on my feet,
right.
But I was going so fast that I took, like, a step, and then I rolled over on my shoulder,
and
then hit my head on the floor. Yeah.
That explains a lot, actually.
And that's happened... When did I get this thing? I think I got it back in, like, July.
Oh, really? It's only been that long?
Well, no, before July. Because I took it to Miami.
You took it to Miami?
You did take it to Miami.
Where I also busted my ass.
Yeah, that shit was funny. And then the second, so that time was pretty bad. And then there's this trick you can do on it. There's not so much you can do on these because they're kind of heavier. It's not like a skateboard. But this trick where you're riding one way, and I forget the skateboarding term, but essentially...
Shove it?
Yes, and you shove it backwards.
Okay.
And just rebalance it out. I've seen many people do it online. It looks cool considering it's a trick on a 1-wheel. And I try to do that, but you have to keep it like almost evenly, perfectly balanced when you do it. So what I did was I like kind of nosedived and then did backwards. So as I'm turning around, it's accelerating backwards, but I'm facing the other way.
Oh, no.
So I basically just like a full turn, fucking busted my ass. Hit my head again.
Shit.
And then someone was taking their groceries in. They're like, "Oh shit!"
Got him.
They're like, "Yo, are you good?" I was like, "I think so. Just need a minute." They're like, "You want to call us an ambulance?" I was like,
An ambulance.
Damn.
"Nah, I'm good. I'm good." It just took a minute, but that shit fucking hurt. But I haven't hurt myself since then.
You're a professional now.
Yep,
I do
good.
see it every time I come over. You're already outside on it. So
Yo,
eat your words, Marley.
Yeah, right. Literally, she's like, "You weren't gonna ride." I said, "I'm gonna go ride at the fucking Piggly Wiggly right now. I'll ride it wherever." I rode to work one time.
No, I do remember that.
It was pretty cool. It was just a little too hot. But I ride at any excuse I get.
True.
That
Well,
shit's
you know,
so fun.
cities have those electronic scooters now,
Mm-hmm.
and I've done it a few times now. We don't really live close to a city that has them, but on this last trip I took, we were in Portland and we rode them all over. I think I spent $30
Just on that alone.
just on that on one trip. Like we were going all over the place. you
Yeah,
know?
when we went to Utah, we did that too. I think I spent about 20.
Yeah, which
Then-
isn't like crazy expensive because we were going around. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
if
takes
you were in
far.
town, you're like, oh
Yeah.
man, I need to go like all the way over here. You rent one of those,
Yeah.
it'll
That's
be
a-
cheap
that's
and
a
you'll
cheap
get there
taxi.
quick.
And
But
you can leave them anywhere.
It is scary because we had to ride them on the road.
Yeah, I didn't
like-
like that. They're like, no sidewalk, but I didn't ride it.
Yeah, and then
I'm good.
we had a lot of people yelling at us, dude, you're supposed to be wearing a helmet. I'm like,
Yeah.
I live my life.
Damn, nobody yelled at us for wearing helmets because, like, literally
Yeah,
nobody.
I mean, I've done it
That's
in
weird.
different cities too, and I've never
San
had
Diego,
anyone. Yeah,
Portland.
Portland, and yeah.
Have you Atlanta? Do they have them?
Yes, I do have them in Atlanta. Yes, I was
Yeah.
like, man, there was another place.
Right. I mean, they'd be kind of cool to have in Beaufort. I don't think our downtown is big enough that it would actually make a difference.
Maybe Savannah, but they got all
Also
those like
cobblestones.
cobblestones.
Yeah.
That'd be rough.
I don't know. It might be fine on the scooters. They're
Maybe.
pretty big, but they go fast.
But even
so
not
I
on like River Street, like just around downtown Savannah would be
Yeah,
pretty.
I mean it is
I s-
crazy too. I said it's scary. You're
Yeah,
out there with all
yeah.
these cars. I'm sure the cars are
Oh,
like,
hell yeah.
screw these
Yeah.
scooters.
Yeah.
I've been behind one of them in Utah before.
I'm
and
surprised they don't
there's-
like ban just driving in Savannah. Only walking. But I saw a guy on a one wheel downtown Savannah, or not downtown Savannah, on Broughton, just fucking zooming.
Yeah, well, funny enough
like,
is
hell
you know
yeah.
Brandon was telling us about this other one wheel where instead of it being like a skateboard where you're like on one side and it goes this way, you're standing on the pegs and the wheel is in between your legs,
Like a hoverboard, but a wheel.
but one wheel. Yeah, and you're standing on the pegs and the wheel is in between your legs, like going the way you're facing.
Right.
And I don't know if it was the same guy, but we saw two when we were riding the scooters in different spots, and that guy was a
Zoom.
pro.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, he's just in the street, like with the scooters, and he's just leaning forward, and then he needs to stop at the light, just goes back, just perfectly stops.
I've seen a couple of those. There's something called a boosted board, which is looks exactly like a skateboard, but it's motorized. The only thing is you use a like a remote controller.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, these can go up to like 40 miles an hour.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe more
Hell
like
no.
30. My max is out of 20, which I've only gone 20 one time, and I don't know how I did bust my ass, but
I busted my ass going at the max speed on that.
yeah.
Good
It's
thing it
fun.
was
On
on
the
the
beach?
beach.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But-
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I really wish I did.
Yeah, me
would
and
have.
you walked along the city, and
Well,
he
no.
went on the beach.
No,
just-
this is
St.
whenever.
Augustine?
No, this is whenever our mom picked us up.
Yeah, and you were in Miami.
No,
No.
St. Augustine.
Oh, okay, you were in
Yeah,
St. Augustine.
yeah,
but
we were in
Did you
St.
follow
Augustine.
Miami?
I thought you did because you went a beach way back to the hotel. Me and Elias were walking down the street.
I don't recall.
No, me went to the parking lot, and I went the beach route. You went down the road.
Okay, maybe it was you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds
I
right. That
didn't
you
follow.
went down the
There's a
beach.
bunch of people
But then you
sleeping.
met your mom down at the beach, no?
No, she picked us up the next morning.
Yeah, she picked us up. We
Yeah.
never met her at the beach. And
Yeah,
then
he
she
busted
took
his ass to
us.
St. Augustine.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wasn't there. I had my camera too, and I said, "Yo, look at him. He's riding my one wheel," and he just fucking zoomed off. But he went fucking far
I went
too.
really far. I
I
went
was like, you see
I
that
don't
little?
know.
There's a pier that looks like this big in the distance, right? He's like, "Yeah, I was just there." I said,
Yeah,
"What?"
I rode all the way down there. And then on the way
was
back,
solid, though.
this is whenever I busted my ass because, like, that pushback feature, I still wasn't comfortable with it yet because I hadn't rode it as much. And so I was going back to Elias and my mom, just trying to go just as fast as possible, you know, just having fun riding. And then out of nowhere, this gust of wind just comes, like, real hard. And then I'm going fast as fuck, and that pushback feature turns on, and I'm just...
So was the wind behind you?
No.
Pushing you forward?
Yes.
Okay.
So that happens, and so I just start wobbling.
Oh, no.
And then I start wobbling, and then it fucking turns like
Yeah.
this,
I've
and I fall.
I've gone down hills on a skateboard where my skateboard
Yeah,
it's
wobbling.
uncontrollably wobbling, and
Yep.
I'm like eat shit.
Yeah, so have I. But the funny thing is I did it in front of his couple. I bust my ass, I rolled over like once or twice, and I just laid on my back. I got up as quick as I can, and they were like, I don't even think they spoke English. All they did were motions. They were like, Like, are you good? Like, I'm like, I'm fine. Give him a small hop back on with it.
Is that guy from the future? What is
Right?
happening?
Oh, dude.
He's like, sorry, what
That was
year is it?
embarrassing. For real.
We're getting there, man. People don't know this technology is out there, but
Yeah, no, that's one of my
It's just too expensive for the mainstream and people just to get it.
credit.
Credit,
Lottery.
right? Because people can spend almost $2,000
Exactly.
on a one wheel.
That's just the wheel. Wait till I get accessories. Yeah, and then. Yeah, and then what was I gonna say? I forgot. One wheels.
What
One of my favorite
accessories?
things about riding the one wheel, other than actually riding it, is riding past someone and they're like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah,
And
just
then
their
they ask you.
expressions.
Yeah, I mean their facial expressions, and then sometimes I've had people come up to me and talk to me. They're like, "Hey, like, what is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's like an electric motorized skateboard, balance board type thing." They're like, "Can I ride it?" I was like, "Do you want to break your wrist?"
Yeah.
which happened to me, not me, but someone who broke their wrist.
Really?
Yeah.
Your one wheel?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever
Yeah.
hear anything else? How'd you know it was broken?
A month later, he got it surgeried.
Did you know the person?
Yeah.
Do I know the person?
You know of him.
Who?
Marley's first boyfriend.
Oh, God, I'm good.
Or maybe second. One of her ex-boyfriends. He came up here. He was house sitting for his mom. Or, I guess, living with... Whatever. He was here. And I said, yo, here's my one wheel. You want to try it? He said, okay, sure. And then he couldn't... He was wearing sandals also.
Oh,
and then he
gosh.
just fucked up and he just fell. And I was like, oh, that's wipe out, whatever. Cool. He goes, oh, that's fun. I'm good. And then, like, a month later, he goes, remember when I fell? His, like, hand is, like, just wrapped in a casket. I was like, oh,
In a casket? That his whole arm died.
Damn. I'm surprised
He
they didn't
lost a
cut that
piece of
bitch
himself
off.
that day.
Yeah, I was like, yo, are you, like, okay? Like, I had no idea. Like, are you good? Like, I mean, is there anything I,
I
have
bet
to
you he
do?
was just doing something else, too.
Right, just said, hey, I got you. But yeah, that shit's wild. But just seeing their expressions is like, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's a one wheel, and then just to fucking zoom off, I'm like this.
Look at it!
Get you a board that can handle the Neutron style.
Looks like it. One idea I had of like a YouTube video was like when I got the one wheel, they had like just a little plastic bag just of like 50 one wheel business cards.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, it'd be funny, and also maybe to get some attention from one wheel would be to ride around downtown, vlog it, and then every time someone says, hey, what is this? Just pass them a business card and dip.
True.
Get
And then, like,
sponsored
Don't
by
even
One
say
Wheel.
anything. Have some shades on.
Right.
No, don't even look. Just straight. Like, what
Or
is
just
this?
throw it at them as you pass by. Just,
Right. But like, hey guys, just downtown vlogging with it. Anyways. Yeah, so I mean, I can imagine that'd be kind of a cool video. It's also just very weird to one, vlog in public still, and two,
Talk to people.
Okay, and three,
On a scale
Ride the
of
one
1 to
wheel.
4.
yeah. So I mean, it's really fun. I think I've seen 5 other people with one wheels in my life in person, and only one of them was non-Buford.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really fun. I mean, everyone who rode mine, they're like, "Yo, this shit's like insanely fun." And then I tell them how much it is. They're like, "What the fuck?" Then they ride it again. They're like, "Okay, I can see why." Like, if I had the money, I fucking buy this right now. Because some people use it as a full mode of transportation.
Yep.
I know many
So,
people who
in
use
Utah, you know how they have the scooters that you can buy that are just lying around?
Yes.
You can actually go purchase one yourself. And they have those, and they also have electric like bicycles
Yes,
as well.
I've heard of those. I
So-
haven't rode one.
Motorcycles?
Electric motorcycles.
Yeah,
those
no,
are
I had a
solid
friend in
too.
California that had a bike that would power by gasoline. And he could turn it off and on whenever he wanted. So whenever he got tired or something, he would literally just like crank up this motor that he built for the back wheel, and then it would just go.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I actually had a coworker in Utah who bought one because he didn't have a car or anything. He just used that as his
The scooter?
transportation. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Scooter.
I mean, it's electric.
True. And they go pretty fast.
Yeah.
So you have to ride them on the road. So I could see if like you're living in a big city, like it being a wonderful mode of transportation to get around, because you can get around things, you can cut through things. You know, if I'm not gonna lie, when we were
Traffic.
there, we hit a red light and we needed to turn or something.
Fuck
We
it.
just literally walk over to the sidewalk and just walk it over there and then start riding again. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see you do that in a car.
Right. Losers. Unless it's a Tesla. Just fucking fly out of there.
Well, how does it go?
Okay, just making sure. That was pretty
Futurama.
accurate.
Yeah, I know. I'm from the future. I have a one wheel.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm not a motorist theoretically. Okay, but when I do motorize, I go fast.
Yeah, there's definitely benefits to one wheels, especially if you're like in the city. Like you said, ease of use, transportation. It's just if you ever get caught with a dead battery, fucking.
Oh
yikes.
yeah, didn't yours die and you had to walk somewhere super
Yeah,
far?
it was like
Oh,
like a
yeah,
half minute. Yeah, that shit was rough. I think it.
And
oh,
carrying
no,
that thing's pretty heavy.
Yeah, now they have the new pint one, which is smaller and has a built-in handle.
Oh.
It also goes
Well, yours
slower.
kind of has like a handle grip thing.
Kind of, but this one has a dedicated
Oh,
like
gotcha.
actual one that folds out. That I wanted to get that one because that's when I first heard about them, and it was like $950, and it's like half the price, but also like half the speed, half the distance, and half the size. And then I was like, well, if I'm getting a credit, might as well go all the way the fuck out. So I got the maxed out one. I said, fuck
Without any attachments.
yeah, which is insane. But also they have some really cool attachments and accessories, and I want them, but I don't need them.
They
but I
got
want
one that's a handle.
it just turned into a fucking scooter.
Do they have a backpack for it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would get that.
A backpack? That thing's like as big as your torso.
Yeah,
maybe
imagine
even
like
bigger.
imagine like a guitar case essentially. But
true.
But
Or like a
not
skateboard bag.
My guitar don't weigh
Yeah.
as much as that damn one wheel.
Yeah, but I mean you can use a backpack as like a duffel bag. They have this really cool wooden like stand where you can lean it straight up.
Does it charge it?
Nope. I mean, it just
One
it
wheel,
looks
get
cool.
on this.
They
You're already in
also
the
ha-
future. You just need to apply yourself.
Yeah. They also have this cool thing that is like the most proclaimed thing to get if you're a one wheel rider is a mount
kickstand.
for your trunk where you put your one wheel back there.
Oh,
That way
okay.
it doesn't flop around everywhere. Because I think we were riding down to Georgia and that shit was fucking boom, boom, boom,
Yep.
boom. They're like, yo, you got a dead body back there? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. So, but they have a lot of cool stuff. I mean, one was a really cool company and brand as far as I know, theoretically.
Did you ever look into them, see when they started? Because
Yeah, they started their first model 2008, September 17th.
Really?
Yeah.
2008?
10-year production.
wow,
Yeah, that's just
because
wild.
I haven't heard anything about them, nothing until Shane. Until we saw Shane riding his around.
Yeah,
town.
some of my favorite YouTubers have them, and then that's why I heard about them first. I said, "Yo, that thing's fucking cool as hell."
I bet you that 2008 model is not.
Yeah, no,
great.
I think they have like blueprints of it or whatever, and it was like way different. Yeah, now I could be making that number up, but it's been a while.
I could be
It's
a liar.
not- it was. I think it's been a minimum of 5 years. I think actually 8 is the number that's more like it. So like 2011 or so. But
that sounds more
Still-
realistic because the
still a
iPhone
lot.
came out in like what
2003.
2000
No way.
2007?
iPod came out in 2001.
Yeah, so 2 years later.
I think the
Yeah.
iPhone 3G came out in like 2000.
We're gonna fact
7.
check it and put it right on the screen.
So we're all dumb.
No idea.
Not me, because I'm
Yes.
saying no.
That's not an answer.
What, that is an
Just because I
answer.
don't know the answer doesn't mean I'm dumb.
Yes.
Y'all are making shit up.
I'm going based off my own
I mean,
time.
that's better than saying
Watch
no.
it being 2003.
Fucking right.
Probably.
If it doesn't, I'll put a big arrow right here.
Well,
like
you
that.
already told us you were probably a liar on something. So,
Yeah, that's me. Well, my name is Aliyes.
oh, true. Lie. As
Yeah,
I like to
I have,
call like double lie.
12 different nicknames in my name. It's just wild.
A.
I got one from Richard.
B Truth No?
What?
Oh, shit.
You got a nickname for me?
Yeah.
I nicknamed you. What was it?
Cameron bitch.
Oh yeah, Cameron, bitch, Dell.
Oh.
That's the only nickname
Literally
I got.
about like 5 minutes before we started
Yo,
this podcast.
CBD.
CBD.
Damn, my initials are and.
And another bitch. Got him.
And then you got my first and last initial. CD's nuts, boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
your nuts
okay,
are good though.
okay.
Like cashews are healthy.
Pecans?
Pistachios? I hate pistachios.
You hate
I didn't like
pistachios?
pistachios. I took Brandon to a convention in Raleigh, and he got them as a snack. And he was like, "Hey, have one." And I was like, "Oh, I don't like pistachios." He goes,
Yeah.
"Eat one."
Yeah.
Then I ate one. Next thing you know, I ate half the bag. I was like,
Well,
"This is so bad." But I'm not like a big shell guy. You know,
Yeah.
like with sunflower seeds too.
Yeah.
I don't see how people just.
I mean, baseball, that's all you had. It was either that or Big League Chew.
Oh well, I think
Or
I'd
boiled
rather
peanuts.
have Big League Chew.
Nah, that's just good. I can do like 30 at a time.
Oh, God.
Of the gum? Or seeds?
Sunflower seeds.
Oh, no, man.
Hell yeah. All that salt.
It's just weird. And then all the flavors, like barbecue sunflower
Yeah,
seeds.
I don't do the
so
flavors.
good.
The original is the only one I can do.
The ranch one is amazing.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Also weird. I don't even really like ranch. So
That's fair.
But like with wings?
Even
Not
then.
really. I mean, sometimes, but like I don't seek out ranch. Right? I'm like, oh, I have to have ranch on my pizza. Oh, I have to have ranch with my wings. Like,
Yeah.
I have to have ranch on my salad.
We
I'd
just
rather
mango
have like
habanero
Italian
with
dressing, mango, hot sauce, man.
Yeah, hot
That is
sauce
my
and
or
everything.
mustard. I like mustard, like
No.
spicy mustard.
On sandwiches.
So
Yeah, sandwiches, hot dogs. I don't put mustard on everything. Pretzels.
Sounds like you did. Pizza, cereal.
You know what this pizza could use? A nice little dip of mustard.
mustard.
It's like you don't mess with the Zohan putting hummus on everything.
Yes. What? It's a fizzy boobly.
The fizzy
Said,
movie.
okay, let's go.
No, just need a little hummus.
So back to pistachios. Real quick, no. This I've never heard of any candy company or anything doing this, right? So in our warehouse, we hold this guy's Turkish candy, and so he just comes in, grabs whatever candy he needs to go out, give to the stores, whatever. And I brought a whole bag of Turkish candy back to Georgia for my mom and them to try, and
I never tried it.
he had chocolate pistachio. So it was this big chocolate bar with pistachios in it.
Well, that sounds pretty good. I do like chocolate bars with peanuts in it.
You ever had a
Or almonds.
chocolate wrapped jalapeno? Or jalapeno, yeah, chocolate wrapped jalapeno?
No.
That shit was
But
weird.
a jalapeno wrapped chocolate sounds way cooler.
Yeah, probably shouldn't think.
Hollow out the jalapeno. Dunk a whole bunch of melted chocolate.
Yeah,
in
but
there.
it was just like a
Roasted.
dipped fucking jalapeno chocolate. It was weird.
Were the seeds inside still and everything?
Yeah, that shit was
God.
weird. It was not a good combination.
Hell no.
Well, you know, the Tabasco makes a chocolate.
Yeah.
And that stuff's good. I also love Tabasco, so on everything. Every
But
meal.
not
I
sriracha,
eat.
which is so weird.
Why?
Why not?
Well, that's like...
Just because you like one hot sauce doesn't mean you
Yeah.
like every other hot sauce.
Do you
There's
like mustard?
specific hot
you
sauces.
like lemon, but you don't like peach?
Not at all.
I don't agree with that one, but I.
What? They're two fruit flavors.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Those are two hot sauces.
I see where you're coming from, but no.
That's how crazy that sounds to me. You like Texas Pea, but you don't like sriracha?
Anyways, this week's sponsor is... Thanks to this week's sponsor, fucking nobody. Thank you. Back to the story.
Actually, our biggest sponsors are probably our mothers. Thank you, Mom.
Also,
love you.
Woods Long and Hall. You forgot to unsubscribe.
Yeah, thank you, Woods, for being such a great
Forget her.
patron on Patreon. You're the only one we've had, and I hope whenever you do see this, you had forgotten another month of being on our Patreon.
Yeah.
I think he's almost at $100.
He said, yo. Yeah, he came into work one day. He goes, hey, I'm a medium bag guy. I said, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, medium bag? I was like, fucking what? What are you talking about? He's like, your Patreon. I subscribed to Paperback Club. I said, oh, yeah. I forgot that was a thing. Thanks.
Yeah, couldn't you do a large bag club?
All right. I think it may have been that, actually. But, yeah, I think it, yeah, because that's the
big
highest
bag?
one. Yeah,
Something.
he was just like, hey, I'm a large bag guy now. I was like, fucking cool. What?
Yeah, I
Don't know
use
what you're
large bags
referencing,
now.
but
I said,
go you.
good one, man. I don't
We're
know what
so
that means.
bad.
I'm sad I didn't get to see Woods' trip, but I'll be back again. So
Yeah,
True.
he's actually
He
out of
actually-
town right now, I think.
Yeah, he lives
Is he?
right down the road from me too. So if you come over next time, it's gonna be easy for him to
Yeah.
stop by or something. When the storm happened, he stopped by for like 2 seconds. He goes, "Yeah, my mom's worried that me being out in the storm." I'm like, "It's sprinkling."
My mom said it's sprinkling. My mom said it's raining.
owie.
You have to say, "Oh, my heart."
Yeah, you have to say it, brother.
Get out of here! You don't know the memes.
Whatever,
Also,
dude. Fucking
before
loser.
this podcast,
tired.
and I want to make fun of one last time. So I've done it like 3 or 4 times this video now. No one's caught it. How Cameron does his air quotes, because that's
How do I do
weird.
them?
So this is how you do air quotes, right? You do this.
Wait, really?
You did it. You like, yeah.
I didn't even realize
I did that
that.
like 3 times. I was like,
I saw you do that. I said, that's weird, but okay.
I never even
those
realized
are the
that.
proper
That's
air quotes,
fucking
sir.
hilarious.
But I'm only gonna do it your way now.
Go for it.
You know what I'm talking about.
Said, discounts.
Turkish candy,
I didn't even realize it.
pistachios.
Shit, yeah, that's hilarious. All right,
Like the
I'm at
Hashling Slasher boy?
45.
Hashling.
Hashling and Slasher. You did the intro. I did the outro.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, we don't need you. Anyways. All right. Thanks, Rich, for joining us. Go and sign out. All right. Well, this is going to be the end of this episode 16 of the Paperback Club podcast. It should be.
Wow.
I sure hope so.
16. Thank you.
As always, my name's Aliyes Dell. With me, as always, again, is Richard Knox. Thank you, Cameron, my little brother.
Better looking.
Pretty. He's a pretty boy.
Not funny, though. That's all that matters. Thanks for being on the podcast.
Thank you guys for having me.
Podcast. Shoot.
The hell is
There
that?
goes my headphones, so I can't hear what I'm saying, but let's go and sign this out. Links to everything you'll need to know is in the description down below, including all of our social medias, our Patreon, if you want to sign up.
Large Bag Club.
Yeah, all of that. Support us to get some better gear, and we can look into merchandise. For those of you who continue to support us, not the ones who say, "Oh, I haven't seen your podcast in weeks," we appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
always love it. Thank you for checking out. And also, you know, we're going to also try to start doing some other content as well and get some food out to the masses. Not literal food.
Yeah.
But, you know, to
We'll
keep,
eat food.
to
Why
keep
not?
your mind that's hungry for some good quality entertainment.
Definitely. And we missed last week, but we should be back on track for the rest of the...
Should be. Check out the next episode where we talk about my trip to Hawaii.
Our trip to Hawaii. I just didn't record myself.
Our.
You're just behind the camera the whole time?
Peace.